It's the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Saints and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Fields. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Jackson now. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Only needing 2 yards on second down. The Bears at 8-4 now in the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards at a time. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. Back to throw. Fields. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Trying the left side with Kamara. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Fields now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. and Chicago ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Demario Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Got an open man. It's Olave. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Fields. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Once more the juke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw is Fields. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Over the middle to Smith. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Fields. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sly able to put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again is Jackson, being chased out left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
Holding, offense.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to our... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense ready for their upcoming possession. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll go option to the short side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now it's Jackson. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
One play action, Fields. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields looking left side. That's caught by Landry. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Fields. Slant pass complete to Olave. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Fields on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Fields' throw taken in by Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 17, Fields looking left side. That's complete to Oliver. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
3 yards remain for second down. Now it's Fields. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Fields. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 50, here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. On 2nd and 9, Jackson able to connect with Chark. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throwing, Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge. I
like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after.
It's Madden NFL 23, And we'll see Kirk Cousins as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Vikings and the Bears coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Yeah, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jackson now. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. But here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe this is the hope.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. But that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Cousins again.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
C.J. Ham with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On play action, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. LaMarcus Joyner just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Gets past one man. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 31, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A first down throw for Cousins. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Cousins.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
From 4 yards out.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden...
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Cousins.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Cousins on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. There he goes, right side. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Jackson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their
Defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. On the move past the 40. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Riley Patterson now for the Viking field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score. Cousins will try and throw. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Vikings on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd. Back now at Soldier Field. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, giving 14. Now they try the right side here. Taken down at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 2nd.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Chark, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he... Both feet in. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Here's Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by a field goal, a little under 2.5 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 78 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to tie things up in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? There's another field goal the other way. That does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And they will get another 1st down here up near midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it.